friends from Nordopolitan. Welcome to another special episode, this time with Gigi Kokpinar. She's from Turkey. She's a filmmaker that also is an actress, and she's a Reiki instructor. So we're going to ask her about the creative process. We're blessed to have you here, Gigi. Welcome to Nordopolitan.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. Gigi, so let's go way back. How did this love for filmmaking and Reiki and all, when did this all begin? How old were you?
Well, so I was always a very spiritual person since when I was a kid, and I was always the one kind of like, even when I was playing, the one that always like kind of put into the production of like thinking during the plays. It's like more for gathering all the materials and what we need, seeing the bigger picture. Then I already knew um, that was like something related to creativity, but also I'm Mediterranean, so we grow up with a lot of peer pressure of like uh, trauma, a lot of societal trauma, like you have to do some stuff in certain way, a lot of pressure. So then I start feeling there must be other way to be okay without being accepted in society in that like society norms. Then over the time I start developing interest towards yoga, and from there I start discovering Reiki, energy healing, and then I actually had a long years of flying experience. So I was a flight attendant. That brought a lot of jet lag, and but every flight I used to meet with new cabin crew colleagues, and most of us was into filmmaking, yoga, like extreme sports. They were all like different professions, and on board we used to have a lot of like creativity conversations. Then when I end up completing my journey with flying, I decided to come to LA, and then everything really started once I came here.
Wow, it's amazing. So you traveled to so many places. Let's go back a little bit to when you were a child and all these rules and all these standards. Did you say you wanted to break the rules, or you want to be above the rules, or why did you also do something creative?
So I always used to see beyond the rules. So I was respecting the rules, but I was not able to understand when people could actually bend the rules, which is sometimes in some cases some rules needs to bend, and they were so difficult, more like a cultural restrictions, like such as, how can I say, like about Reiki. Most people when they first heard, because of the religion or other beliefs that they're thinking, oh, is it like worshiping another beliefs? And it's nothing to do that. It's just believing real. But it's changing right now. It's actually so much different compared to
To
my childhood. And also like about a lot of taboos, a lot of blockages. Basically, when I discovered that you believe in you and then it reflects outside, then it brings more creativity. So, but when people have those invisible walls, that's it's like you have to move in that box without having the walls that build around you. That's where people don't understand the energy can the energy within us can really actually help us to go beyond that.
Right. So, do you feel that your mind expanded through Reiki and also through just traveling the world? Did that help you? How did that help you? How do you feel that help you be more creative?
Of course. So traveling, I think right now I'm producing. So I think traveling and meeting new people is the biggest, like most major foundation how I can see the when I produce the film, how I can see, oh, okay, I got this in that country and I got this with this colleague from this country, like, but then also amplifying the Reiki, like the energy healing within that, thinking that when I close my eyes, I'm protected. I can visualize that energy within me, and I can actually project out like a little shield when I need to feel like protected. It's like becomes the whole package.
That's pretty amazing. So, one recommendation is also to travel, but also use the Reiki for your inner energy.
Yeah, and also with my production, like when I create any sort of movie or any project, I feel like a lot of things can go wrong. You make films as well, right?
Right. Yeah.
Last minute problems.
You never know what could happen. Yeah.
Yeah, people can have issues. But then I always think, okay, no problem. Let's think how can we fix it
Right.
instead of who did what.
Right. Instead
Like,
of playing the blame game, you try to fix the.
yeah, like because I feel like we need to just keep going. If yes, it's important to find out what mistakes shouldn't be repeated.
Right.
And people need to, but most of the time if someone does anything wrong or something goes wrong, it's mostly this person knows that and feels bad about it already.
Right.
So no need to concentrate and be stuck there.
Right.
Instead of like, how can we get to the solution? How can we execute the project?
Right. You want to cleanse the energies.
Yes.
And just keep going.
Yes. Keep going.
Right. So what was first for you? When you were a child or a teenager, was it first acting? Was it first just like playing, like or what was your need to be an organizer? Was that first? What do you think was first for you?
Actually, I start very young. Like when I was in high school, I start acting in a theater.
Okay.
Very like in a community theater back home in Turkey. But when I was, I usually used to get like dancing roles or like I used to like to kind of like be part of the they play roles rather than aiming for lead roles because I was more interested to find out the production side. So my inner spark for production was already there, but I initially start with acting first.
Acting and dancing.
Acting and dancing.
Are,
Yeah.
are usually the plays in Turkey? Are they do they have lots of dancing? Most of them, or is it more just like the ones that you were in?
The ones that I was in, it's like a couple of traditional plays that is just a very like a traditional outfits, and it's like kind of oriental exotic dance. But when I came to US, I liked the fact that I could combine that with fire dancing.
Fire dancing.
So completely, I started taking classes, and then I was really passionate about doing some fire dancing shows. But once I start my production company, I had to kind of ease on the fire dancing practices because it's like too much to handle right now.
Right, right. Because but fire dancing. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Like, what should somebody learn or know about fire dancing, like besides where the fire extinguisher is?
I mean, definitely you have to have a great trainer, which I have one. And also knowing that your safety, like safety first. So having a spotter, like somebody always has to be ready for you with the fire safety blanket. Also knowing your body and your reactions. So yeah, those are the most important parts, and I never tempted to start practicing my own. I always did it with the
with a
instructor.
instructor or a spotter?
Both.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
she's my instructor and my spotter at the same time.
Okay. Okay. That's
Yeah.
a good advice. I think, yeah, safety first if you want to try to do something like fire dancing, which is a creative thing, but it requires like some safety measures.
Definitely.
Right.
Yes. Because you have to have the gas. So when I first tried fire breathing, you actually literally have to hold a liquid in your throat and kind of like practice. So it's requires a lot of practice with water first.
With water.
Yeah, I'm still practicing the breathing. I'm not there
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. Maybe later on. Yeah. Maybe later
I
on.
want to get there for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. You can put that in a movie. Like,
Yeah, maybe we
yeah,
can
like
do the movie
like
together.
yeah, like the dragon woman, and just spits
Yeah.
fire. Yeah. It
Oh
could be
my
cool.
God, that actually sounds really cool,
Yeah,
right?
that could be a cool thing. The dragon woman with Gigi Kokpinar. That'd be
Yes.
awesome. Okay, so what? Okay, so besides the fire breathing and fire dancing, is there any other dangerous thing that you have done with
My life.
your life? And it has,
In general, is dangerous.
just flying on a plane.
Yeah, yeah.
That could be dangerous too.
Yeah.
Although it's they say that it's safer than driving in a car.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I am still alive after 9.5 years of flying.
Okay. Do you ever miss that? Like doing a flight
I
attendant?
do miss being in like, I need a face mask, but yeah, in 2 days I have a Korea flight, so I'll get the mask from Korea. And next week I have Sydney flight. I should do my some adjustments there. So I kind of miss that freedom of like world is my oyster, and I could
Right.
just do different shopping in different countries. And then, I have Brazil flight. I really want to do the paragliding, which I went on top of the mountain.
That sounds dangerous.
And then the weather conditions, I couldn't. They
Okay.
were like, we have to cancel today. So I was not lucky. I couldn't do it. But I was so nervous. I wanted to do it, but
Yeah.
it was not possible.
You'll be able to do it, right? So, out of these amazing places that you traveled to, which do you recommend other artists, other filmmakers for inspiration?
Oh, I definitely recommend Thailand. We did a trip and we found this temple that was doing a tattoo with snake venom
Wow.
with bamboo. And you don't pay money, you get donations.
Right.
And you tell them what kind of health conditions or what you want to improve about your life, and the monk chooses the tattoo for you.
Wow.
And it's very ancient, and it was like 2 hours ride from Bangkok, and then it was like such a trip. And the tattoo, my friend did it, and it was very painful apparently, but it turned out to be great, and apparently improves, like it has that kind of effect.
It has like an energetic effect.
Yeah, and I think that's great, even to do that journey as a film.
Yeah, you don't have to get the snake venom, but just
Yeah, like
just do the trip.
like or turn that
But that sounds
journey
interesting.
to,
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Wow.
very
You like these
inspiring.
exotic, extreme places.
Yeah, yeah. And,
Paragliding, tattoos with snake venom, fire dancing, fire breathing. That sounds like a whole adventure just by talking about it. Yeah.
and also Rotorua, I'm always struggling to pronounce. It's in New Zealand, out of the world. Amazing. Like, it's a living volcanic area that every it's like a live volcano. People live there,
Right.
but a lot of natural springs, and the energy is extreme. It's super inspiring, and if it's a filmmaker, photographer, highly suggest go with the drone and every equipment, because I never seen anything that gorgeous in my life.
Wow.
Even though we have back home in Turkey, Cappadocia is beautiful, but
New
like
Zealand, the volcano. Which what's the name of the volcano? Maybe
it's the area called Rotorua.
Rotorua. Okay, we'll try to find it.
Yeah.
It sounds like difficult to
It's
pronounce.
from Auckland, 1 hour. It's like 4 hours drive, but in the middle, you pass through Hobbiton, where they did the.
Oh yeah, the Lord of the Rings.
Yes, so I went there to see the set and the bars, pubs for the Hobbits. So they
That
have
sounds
the
like a nerd's wet dream to go there to Hobbit
right,
Town.
and then after the Hobbit town, you go to this magical area
The
that's
volcano must be Mordor, where they did Mordor, where the Sauron lives, where they melt the ring into the volcano. I guess I don't know. I'm guessing that they shot it there. I have to do my research as a nerd. Okay, so that sounds like yeah, like those places that you've mentioned are amazing. And in LA, Los Angeles area, have you found any special places that you would like to shoot something?
of course. I mean, first of all, I do want to say thank you to my conservatory, because whenever I need to shoot, they do really support um, my projects, and without that support, like having the connection with my director Natalia Lazarus and with the school itself, we create projects together now. Like our connection kind of really improved me being from a student to becoming a producer. She can, as my director, she can see the huge difference, and that makes me feel really supported. And also, like, I came to her as an international student, so the school provided me the work permit and like everything. So that's like a huge how can I say, huge opportunity. And then when I do search around for filming, I kind of like the South, like Palos Verdes,
Right,
San Diego.
right.
Um,
Some beautiful
yes, those
scenic views.
areas. I actually would kind of like even downtown in a very
Yeah, this area has its magic. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
like in a very different setting. Like I can think of so many different scenarios, but I do prefer to produce more than directing. So if I have to direct, I would, but I would probably like to connect with more people who has their own stories, and I like to tailor the locations for their stories, because then when they tell me their vision, and I'm like, okay, I know what place for you, this is the options, this is the budget, like my brain just works that way.
Okay, so you do you find that you're creative more in the sense of solving problems than maybe, or how do you feel that the producer is creative in this sense?
Yes, exactly. I feel like I'm like more, I would like to hand the technicality to director, and I would like to help support and create in terms of creating the locations, making sure all the cast members are suitable in case of any problem happens with the cast. Do I have any other people back in my mind that I can bring it in? And each person, what do they really need to bring the most natural, powerful self in that story to execute like perfectly? And also for future, what can we do with that art? What can we do with that project to expand more and like deliver or distribute that work to what platforms to get the spread that what the message that that movie or that music video, whatever we are creating. The most important is how can we distribute that art to community to do what is the real intention for, like to inspire,
Right.
because people create to inspire others. So my goal is always like, okay, let's make a great project, but then what's next?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a producer, you always have to have something next, right? You
Yeah.
can't stay with just one product. So tell us a little bit more about the conservatory. I feel like they were a big influence. Um, Maybe one of the things that they helped inspire you,
Yes.
like what is a message that they gave you to inspire you, and then maybe that we can also give our audience to inspire them.
Everything, like the foundation. First of all, knowing that I'm safely covered in terms of like permits. Like they're always like warn you, you have to take the classes, have to complete your credits, and the school connects you with the industry professionals, which is the biggest important part, because if you want to go ahead, you always have to have those references. And then you create your own community there with other students, and you start creating more movies with each other. And then the teacher supports you, and if they love your project, then you reach out more people. And then also constantly they do a lot of projects. They host film festivals, so it's like a little hub besides the education, that if the student is really interested to network, it's a great opportunity to connect and create and get bigger, basically.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, before we get into your projects, your current projects, and your current production company, I would like to talk about more about the process of like the Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like any exercises? Can you describe an exercise that you do with Reiki that helps acting or helps also just relax as a producer when things get very tense?
Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be very diverse in information. So I used to take Chekhov classes
Yeah.
during my acting,
Right.
and we used to do um, threshold exercises during the Chekhov. Like close our eyes, connect with the breathing. That was like perfectly aligned with my Reiki part. I was thinking like, wow, this is so crazy. I'm taking this acting class, but I'm feeling like I'm actually practicing my energy work within me, because it's always like you imagining you pressing the threshold, you where you want to be, or those exercises that we used to do. So what I can tell you is the Reiki is a Japanese traditional uh, ancient energy healing technique discovered by Usui, Master Usui, and he also had visions of some symbols. So Reiki can be practiced distant with the symbols, but for me, I like to practice when I actually give Reiki. If I have a client, I like to be in person more, because I can feel the aura. Like we all have the aura that you can feel, which the sensation is like heat or cold or tingling. Um, but most people have that, like all of us actually have that power. The only thing is, I did the attunement and practice, a lot of practices. But what everyone can do within themselves is when you close your eyes, if you can really try to connect within yourself and imagining that sun or light, some sort of a power of a source, which I like to imagine that as a bright light or sun, because that is the real source. And anybody can feel that energy within their fingers or within their body. And that energy, when it projects out, starts attracting. So it's actually very powerful. However, it is very challenging when you're anxious and stressed and allow other people's energies into your field. Then the first practice I recommend is trying to just create the bubble first without thinking much, like small goals, instead of like trying to attract, just trying to not to evolve or involve or inhale other energies is the biggest suggestion I can do.
Okay, that's interesting. So work on your positive energy first
Yeah.
before trying to attract bigger things.
If it's too stressful,
Right.
because all is that possible, all is that possible, but sometimes we are so stressed that we can't even protect our energy, yet thinking to attract better things, right?
Right.
So the first step should be clearing our own aura and protecting, and then step by step we can go to attraction mode.
And you can use this for anything, like for acting, producing,
Anything.
even as a flight stewardess, even for fire dancing and fire breathing.
Yeah. I discovered this when you're really overwhelmed and really stuck and something is going really wrong and you're really tired. The best thing works is actually, instead of rushing harder, taking 2 minutes break. Not much, like drop everything and really like, but like real good one, without thinking, worrying, nothing, to remove that constant attraction of worries or
Right.
things. Then reset. It creates a very short reset. Then you can start thinking fresh. And if the person is lucky to able to take a longer break, even better,
Right.
because sometimes that reset completely changes everything back to normal.
Right. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And I think that's even like right now I feel like a little bit refreshed just by watching you breathe. I'm like, wow, that's
It's very powerful.
I feel like I'm also at peace. So that's something
I'm glad.
something to consider. Um, okay, so let's talk about your current projects. Are
Sure.
you working on lots of stuff right now?
Yes.
What? Tell us a bit. What should we watch for? What should we look out for?
So I currently completed my second shoot day yesterday. It's a short film. It's called The Light in Between, and it's I wrote it with my colleague, and we were both studying together with Gigi, and we just produced together. And it's a spiritual short film that I was a sidekick and he was a young lost soul that looking for answers. That's it. No more information.
No spoilers. No spoilers to that. That's like the
That's it. Yeah, and so we're editing right now and hoping to send it to festivals. And I just worked on, I was an executive producer for another short film, which is related to adoption system. It's a very beautiful story. It's called The Little Star. So we are about to start editing, and then that movie will go to film festivals as well. And I also have 2 more movies that I'm having a meeting that I'm not sure if I will be part of it yet, but probably is happening. And also I have another 2 or 3 music videos I'm working on.
Wow, so you have lots of work on the table to
Yes.
get out there.
Yes.
Is there a process to all these? Like, how do you work with so many things? Like, how do you organize having these projects?
Delegation.
Delegation, okay.
Yeah. So I like to observe. I think that's why I like being producer, because when you know, okay, this person is perfect for directing, but that person needs this leadership management. So, and I like to see each person what they need. So I go to them with the offer of, what do you need? Can I offer you this? Can you do this part for me? Because I don't have all the resources in the world, but I'm so blessed to be able to see, what can I do for you? Like, I have this. What do you need? So if I come to you, listen, I need this, but in return, what can I provide for you? So basically, I like provider energy towards me. Like, I think it's because I'm in my very, like, highly in my feminine energy. I like provider energy around me, but at the same time, I have that energy back, because if I have from my team, they provide good work for me, then I can provide specific things for each person, and I can kind of intuitively able to know that. The only problem I have is if the people are more interested into their materialistic needs rather than concentrating on how can we do this best for each other attitude. If I don't see that in the people who are producing film or making, directing, writing, if I see anything related to ego, like they're doing it just to put their name up, or they want to be the one, or they want to have the most money, then I check out. That's I can't cope with that kind of energies. I'm selective actually when it comes to producing.
So you feel the energy also with the projects that you want to work with.
Yeah, for me, I like people having their own dreams in an individual way, but when we are a collective team, I like they put everything what they have in their own capacity.
You prefer teamwork.
Yes.
Teamwork over individualities.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially in something that's a collective uh, piece of art, like a film.
Yeah, it like one of any movie, any film without a team, they can't make. They
Right.
can make one person movie, but you still need a lot of different departments.
Right. So, what are your tools when you're observing people? Do you use the Reiki also? Like, do you use how do you feel their energy, or just like the conversations that you have?
Body language, um, conversations, overall energy, and also their actions.
Okay.
Like you have a conversation, for example, just a simple, we connected, you texted me, I replied you back, but you already know from those moments that person is reliable or not.
Okay.
Open communication.
Right.
Like, for example, you just confirm with me for today, yesterday, right? That's already great. So sometimes people can really forget things. Like, I actually forgot today was the 1st of December.
Oh, Monday. I thought, yeah, for a moment I thought it was gonna be Tuesday the 1st.
Yeah.
But good thing that's why one of the reasons
Yeah,
I
and I
confirmed.
was like,
Yeah.
perfect, because I do the same. I confirm with people if I book them. I remind, and I'm like, perfect. Somebody like me reminded me, because I completely forgot today was the December 1st.
Okay, that's good. That's good that we talked yesterday. Yeah. So
Yeah.
confirming is something important. Like, if you're a producer, you always have to be confirming.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like, we had a casting problem, some miscommunication, one of my recent movies. And it was just like there was some communication problem. And because of that, we almost had to cancel.
Right.
Because we didn't have telephone numbers, which was not supposed to happen.
Right.
But it was managed. and we didn't, but we always learn.
Do you have any like special steps for problem solving, like your top 10? I don't know, or top 5?
I would say like a traffic lights, because see, we used to use traffic lights in flight attendant training.
Okay.
So I like to amplify that for drunk people, for intoxic people,
Intoxicated people on the flight.
on the flight.
Yeah.
We used to have traffic lights guidance.
Right.
So I do the same for watching. Like I use the red like as a stop sign. When you're there, what do? You look right and left, right?
Right.
That's exactly what I do in my life. I stop, watch, and then you go to green. You start going. And if it doesn't flow again, I go to yellow mode
Right.
to be prepared to stop again if it's necessary.
Right.
That's what I follow.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So you're just like paying attention to like, you're driving. Green, you can keep going. No problems here. Yellow, okay, it's a warning. Look around but be careful. And then red, okay, make a stop. Look both ways. Try to solve the problem and wait until you can go back to green.
Yes.
That sounds amazing. I like that for problem solving.
Yeah.
That's great. So tell us about your. Okay, we talked about the films that you're currently making, producing. Tell us about your production company.
Sure.
So it's similar to the names. One is the light between, and this is your production company is the line between.
Yes. So the light in between is my movie.
Yeah.
Because it's about the light in between.
Right.
And the line between came because I got actually inspired by creating my own movie first. Then unfortunately I just lost my dad.
I'm
So
sorry about that.
and then that's why my logo is a lifeline.
Right.
Because with that loss I felt like my both parents passed, and we have just line between of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided I took this sudden decision, and I'm like, okay, I have a lot of independent contractors around me, and I have a lot of beautiful, talented students, filmmakers, experienced filmmakers around me that they're really looking to create. And I have all this power I love bringing people together. So some people have equipment, some people have the knowledge, some people have the skills, and I have the network skills. So I was like, if I have all the right tools, which is documentation and registration and knowledge of communication, then I just suddenly decide okay, this is time I'm creating my production company. But my production company is especially for created independent contractors to bring all the talents, each department independently, and we build them, we make magic, and everybody goes their way, and we get together, and then I find new ones. This is it.
Ah, it's amazing. So, for example, is this a good way for making independent films, independent contractors as they make a co-production?
Yes.
And it could be like a win-win because like everybody puts their
100%.
part.
Yes.
But they would make their investment of their work.
Depends on the project. If it's a very small project and if I have the budgets and funds on that moment, I can be an executive producer with my company, and I provide the insurance and everything. But if it's a bit higher budget, then we reach out fundings, or it could be a couple of multiple different production companies or independent contractors through my company. We put what we have together. It could be so many different ways.
Okay. Yeah. There's so many possibilities. You don't want to just go down one road. You can make many decisions.
Yeah.
So when do you see yourself making a feature film?
Very soon.
Very soon. Okay, that's
Very
awesome.
soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope
I
to
know.
see.
I can feel it is coming.
Yeah, you can feel it. Yeah, and you have to trust that energy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm happy, but I would like to work with someone that really know what they're doing, because when they have any problems, I can solve for them easier and
Right.
also calm, like not panicking.
Right. That's awesome. Um, so how do you want people to think about the line between productions? Like, if you have a slogan, or like, okay, how if when you need a problem solved, line between productions, or how would you say this is line between productions? Do you have a slogan, or
Well, I actually will make it right now.
okay, right,
I would say that's it. Like when they hear it, okay, that's it. This company, this production will always get the job done. They will know that they're solution orientated.
okay, that's amazing.
Solution orientation.
That's amazing. Okay, well, I would like to thank the viewers of Nerdopolitan for watching this interview. Please like and subscribe. Gigi, please tell us where you can find you and your social media,
Sure.
and where they can contact you
Sure.
so they can get their problem solved for anything that's related with production.
Perfect. So my website is thelinebetweenproductions.com. And also my Instagram is connectwithinyu_Gigi. So for Reiki, for productions, any questions, I will be so happy to connect.
So they can connect personally on Instagram, and for your production company on your website.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. Do you want to say anything to your audience?
Thank you so much for watching, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Gigi. It was a pleasure having you. And
Thank you.
please, when you have your projects, we can interview your casting crew, and it'd be awesome to talk to you again.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Nerdopolitan. Please like and subscribe and follow for more content. Yeah.